There are moments in life when a single decision, a single action, can change everything. Imagine standing at the threshold of a door that leads to boundless blessings, where financial struggles disappear, opportunities unfold effortlessly, and success becomes your companion. Now imagine being handed the key to unlock that door. That key lies within the words of Allah. In this sacred month of Shaban, a time when our deeds are raised to the heavens, there exist powerful verses from the Quran, divine words that have the potential to bring unimaginable prosperity, success, and barakah into your life. These are not just phrases to be recited. They are Allah's promises, eternal truths that can transform destinies. Think about this. How many people work tirelessly day and night, yet their wealth never seems to grow? How many chase success only to find themselves caught in a cycle of hardship and disappointment? But then, there are those who, despite facing challenges, experience incredible blessings in their wealth, peace in their hearts, and success that comes with ease. What is their secret? It is their connection with the words of Allah, their ability to seek sustenance, not just through effort, but through divine wisdom. Shaban is not an ordinary month. It is a sacred window of opportunity, a moment in time when Allah's mercy flows in abundance. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized its importance, increasing his devotion and preparing his heart for the blessed month of Ramadan. But within this month lies an overlooked treasure, one that many fail to recognize. A key that, when used correctly, can open doors to unimaginable prosperity. Stay with me till the end of this video, because I'm about to reveal those powerful verses, the ones that, when recited in this blessed month, can change your financial situation, elevate your success, and attract the barakah of Allah in ways beyond human comprehension. But more importantly, I will guide you on exactly how to recite them, ensuring that you reap their full rewards. This is not just another reminder. This is a divine opportunity, one that could shift your life's direction forever. The door to abundance is open. Will you step through it? Shaban is not just another month in the Islamic calendar. It stands as a bridge between two of the most spiritually significant periods. Rajab, a sacred month of Allah, and Ramadan, the month of fasting and mercy. This makes Shaban a time of preparation, a moment of reflection, and an opportunity for immense blessings. Many people overlook the importance of this month, unaware of the hidden treasures it carries. But the Prophet Muhammad emphasized its value and personally increased his acts of worship during Shaban. He said, "Shaban is a month between Rajab and Ramadan that many people neglect. It is the month in which deeds are lifted to the Lord of the worlds, and I love for my deeds to be lifted while I am fasting." This hadith reveals something profound. Shaban is the month when our actions, our prayers, our struggles, and our hopes are presented before Allah. Imagine standing before your Creator, knowing that this is the moment when your record for the entire year is being reviewed. Wouldn't you want your book of deeds to be filled with acts that bring divine mercy and success? This is why the Prophet ﷺ took Shaban so seriously. He knew that what is written in this month could shape one's destiny for the year to come. It is not just a time of waiting for Ramadan, it is a time to actively seek Allah's blessings, to prepare our hearts, and to position ourselves for the greatest rewards. Now let's reflect on something even deeper. If Shaban is the month when our deeds are raised to the heavens, then wouldn't this also be the perfect time to seek sustenance, wealth, and success from the one who controls all provisions? When our actions are lifted, so too are our prayers, our hopes, and our desires. This is why those who recognize the power of this month engage in extra devotion. They understand that this is a golden opportunity to secure ease, financial blessings, and success. But how can we tap into this divine favor? How can we make the most of this special time? The answer lies in sincere devotion, heartfelt supplications, and most importantly, in reciting the powerful verses that Allah has revealed as keys to prosperity. These verses carry divine secrets, and when recited with faith and consistency, they have the power to unlock doors of sustenance and abundance. The opportunity is right in front of us. Will we take advantage of it, or will we let this blessed month pass by unnoticed? The choice is ours. But those who truly understand the significance of Shaban will not let it slip away. They will seek Allah's favor, strive for His mercy, and use the wisdom of the Quran to attract success in both this world and the next. Stay with me as I reveal these powerful verses, the ones that can transform your financial situation and bring you closer to the wealth and success that Allah has promised. The key to abundance is within reach. All we need to do is unlock it. Wealth and success, two things that people spend their entire lives chasing. Some work tirelessly day and night, striving to secure financial stability, while others search for shortcuts, hoping to find the secret formula to prosperity. But what if the key to true wealth was not in the hands of people, nor in the strategies of this world, but in the words of Allah Himself? Allah, the Most Merciful, has given us guidance in the Quran, revealing verses that hold immense power in bringing sustenance, ease, and success. Among these is a surah that is known as Surah of Wealth, a chapter so powerful that the Prophet Muhammad himself guaranteed that whoever recites it consistently will never experience poverty. This is Surah Al-Waqi'ah 56:96. The Prophet said, "Whoever recites Surah Al-Waqi'ah at night will never suffer from poverty." Think about this for a moment. This is not just advice or a suggestion. It is a promise, a divine assurance that anyone who makes this surah a part of their daily life will never have to worry about financial hardship again. But why is Surah Al-Waqi'ah so special? This surah describes the power of Allah in distributing wealth, dividing people into different groups based on their actions, and reminding us that true provision comes only from Him. It teaches that no amount of effort, intelligence, or planning can bring wealth unless Allah wills it. And when He decrees sustenance for someone, no force in the universe can stop it. Yet, there is even more. Another verse in the Quran carries immense blessings for those who seek success, stability, and financial ease. It is found in Surah At-Talaq 65:2-3, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out, and He will provide for him from where he does not expect. And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. Indeed, Allah will accomplish His purpose. Allah has already set for everything a measure." This verse is one of the greatest promises in the Quran. It tells us that if we remain conscious of Allah, if we live our lives with sincerity and trust in Him, He will personally take care of us. He will open doors that we never even knew existed. He will bring us provision from the most unexpected places. Sometimes a person may feel trapped, struggling with debt, unable to find work, facing loss after loss. They may search for solutions everywhere, but nothing seems to work. This verse is the answer. Allah does not just say that He will provide. He says He will provide in ways we cannot even imagine. A sudden opportunity, a chance meeting, an unexpected gift, or a new source of income, all of these are manifestations of this divine promise. And the most beautiful part? Allah tells us that if we place our full trust in Him, He is sufficient for us, meaning we do not need to rely on anyone else. If we turn to Allah sincerely, He will take care of all our affairs in ways beyond our understanding. These verses are not just words, they are divine formulas for success. They are keys to unlocking the unlimited treasures of Allah's mercy. But the question is, will we make them a part of our lives? Will we recite them with faith, trust in their power, and act upon their message? For those who do, the rewards are beyond measure. Wealth, sustenance, ease, and success, when sought through Allah's words, become sources of barakah rather than burdens. And when Allah grants barakah in wealth, even a little becomes enough, and what is already abundant becomes a source of peace and joy. Now that we know these powerful verses, how do we use them in our daily lives? How should we recite them to gain the maximum blessings? Stay with me as I reveal the best way to benefit from these divine words and transform your life with the Quran. Knowing the power of these verses is the first step. But to truly unlock their blessings, they must be recited with sincerity, faith, and the right approach. These are not just words to be spoken. They are divine keys that require the right mindset and practice to open the doors of sustenance and success. Here's how you can maximize the benefits of these powerful verses in the blessed month of Shaban. 1. Recite Surah Al-Waqi'ah every night before sleeping. The Prophet said, "Whoever recites Surah Al-Waqi'ah at night will never suffer from poverty." Make this a habit. Before you close your eyes for the night, let your last action be the recitation of Surah Al-Waqi'ah. But do not just recite it, connect your heart to its meaning. Reflect on the power of Allah in distributing wealth and provisions. Remind yourself that true sustenance comes only from Him. As you recite, feel the weight of these words. Let them sink into your soul. Have full trust that Allah, the one who created the heavens and the earth, is the same one who can remove your financial difficulties and grant you success beyond your imagination. 2. Recite Surah At-Talaq 65:2-3. After every salah, Allah says in the Quran, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out, and He will provide for him from where he does not expect." This verse is a divine promise. After every salah, take a moment to recite it. Let it remind you that no matter what challenges you face, Allah is preparing a way for you. Even if you cannot see the path now, trust that He is guiding you toward a solution. When financial difficulties arise, do not allow worry to consume your heart. Instead, turn to this verse. Recite it with firm belief, knowing that Allah's help is closer than you think. Number 3, accompany the recitation with action. The Quran is not just to be recited, it is to be lived. While you seek Allah's blessings through these verses, ensure that your actions align with His guidance. Seek halal means of earning. Avoid anything doubtful, for wealth that lacks purity will never bring true success. Be honest in your dealings. Allah blesses wealth that is earned with sincerity and integrity. Stay away from unethical shortcuts. True success comes from trusting Allah's plan, not from rushing toward forbidden means. When you combine recitation with righteous action, Allah's barakah will flow into your life in ways you never expected. 4. Wake up for tahajjud and make dua. The last third of the night is a time when the gates of mercy are wide open. The Prophet Sam said, "The closest that a servant is to his Lord is in the last third of the night, so if you can be among those who remember Allah at that time, then do so." Tirmidhi 3579. If you truly seek a transformation in your financial situation, wake up before Fajr. Stand in prayer when the world is asleep. Raise your hands and pour your heart out to Allah. Ask Him to bless your wealth, to open doors of sustenance, and to remove your burdens. Ask with certainty, knowing that the one you are calling upon is Al-Razzaq, the ultimate provider. Number 5. Give charity, sadaqah, and watch your wealth multiply. The secret to increasing wealth is not in holding on to it, but in giving it for the sake of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ made this clear when he said, "Charity does not decrease wealth." This might seem surprising. How can giving money away increase it? But this is the miracle of barakah. When you give, Allah replaces it with something better. He multiplies it in ways you cannot imagine. Sometimes in money, sometimes in opportunities, sometimes in peace of heart. Whenever you are in need, give. Even if it is a small amount, even if it is just a meal for someone in need. Watch how Allah opens the doors of provision for you in return. By following these steps, you are not just reciting words, you are actively transforming your financial future through divine guidance. These practices are not temporary solutions. They are lifelong habits that bring continuous blessings. So as we enter this sacred month of Shaban, make a commitment. Begin reciting these verses daily. Strengthen your trust in Allah, and take the right actions to align yourself with His promises. The doors of sustenance are open. The blessings of wealth and success are within reach. The question is, will you take the steps to unlock them? Throughout history, countless people have experienced the power of these verses. They have turned to the words of Allah with sincerity, placed their trust in Him, and witnessed their lives transform in ways beyond imagination. These are not mere stories. They are real-life manifestations of Allah's promises unfolding before our eyes. One of the most remarkable accounts is of a merchant during the time of the Prophet ﷺ. He struggled with extreme poverty, barely able to provide for his family. His business had slowed down, and no matter how hard he worked, he found himself trapped in financial hardship. One day, he learned about the virtues of Surah Al-Waqi'ah, the surah known as the protector against poverty. With a heart full of faith, he began reciting it every single night before sleeping. He did not question or doubt. He simply placed his trust in Allah's words and remained consistent in his recitation. Within weeks, something extraordinary happened. His business, which had been failing, suddenly began to prosper. Customers increased, sales soared, and new opportunities arose that he had never even considered before. The same man who once struggled to make ends meet now found himself living in ease and abundance. Was this a coincidence? No, it was the fulfillment of the promise of the Prophet ﷺ, who said, "Whoever recites Surah Al-Waqi'ah at night will never suffer from poverty." Ibn Kathir. But this is not the only example. There was another man, burdened by debt, struggling under the weight of financial obligations he could not escape. No matter how much effort he put into earning, it seemed as though his debts only grew heavier. He felt lost, unsure of how he would ever find relief. Then, he came across Surah At-Talaq 65, 2-3, the verse where Allah promises, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out, and He will provide for him from where he does not expect." With unwavering faith, he made a habit of reciting this verse after every salah. Each time he said the words, he reminded himself that Allah's provision is beyond human understanding, that relief can come from the most unexpected places. And then, the impossible happened. Opportunities started coming his way, unexpected business deals, sudden job offers, and financial openings that seemed to appear out of nowhere. One by one, his debts were cleared, and he found himself standing on firm financial ground once again. These are not random events. They are proof of the power of these verses. They show us that when Allah promises something, He fulfills it. But the key lies in faith, consistency, and action. Those who believe in these verses and hold on to them with sincerity will see miracles unfold in their lives. And these stories are not just from the past. Even today, people continue to experience the same results. Some find unexpected wealth, others receive opportunities they never imagined, and many discover that their financial difficulties vanish as they strengthen their connection with the Quran. So, what about you? If these verses have changed the lives of so many before, imagine what they can do for you. Imagine the doors that can open, the difficulties that can be lifted, and the success that can come when you recite them with conviction. Allah's promises are eternal. The question is, will you take the step to experience them in your own life? My dear brothers and sisters, as the days of Shaban pass, so too do the opportunities within them. This is not an ordinary month. It is a time when destinies are written, when Allah's mercy descends in abundance, and when the doors of barakah are wide open for those who seek them. What will you choose to do with this time? The keys to unlocking wealth, success, and divine blessings have been placed before you. Surah Al-Waqi'ah, Surah At-Talaq, the power of Tahajjud, the blessings of Sadaqah, all of these are pathways to provisions that go beyond numbers and into the realm of barakah. But knowledge alone is not enough. Action is what brings change. Do not let this sacred time slip away without taking the steps toward the success that Allah has promised. Begin today. Recite these verses with sincerity, trust in Allah's decree, and strive to strengthen your connection with the Quran. Make it a habit, not just for Shaban, but for the rest of your life. Remember this: success is not in the hands of people, it is in the hands of Allah. Wealth is not about accumulation, it is about barakah, and barakah is found in the words of the Quran. If this message has touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with your family, friends, and loved ones so that they too may benefit from these divine secrets. The reward of guiding someone toward good is multiplied in the sight of Allah. May Allah bless you with endless provision, abundant success, and contentment in both this life and the next. Ameen.